Raw footage of January 6th is out, and now we get to see it. Hey everybody, this is Tom with Tom's Talk Show, and everybody going on and on about in their videos about January 6th because of the footage that was provided to Tucker Carlson. I think that probably the best person to give it to would have been him. If you would have given it to a like a CNN or MSNBC, I think it would have just been the same thing. You would have gotten the complete identical output, right? The clips would have just been, here's what was shown by, the committee, and here's what we see in the video. And it would have been identical, and it would have been pre-approved by Congress and by your government to be able to be released. Since it was given to Tucker Carlson, I think he has a bit more integrity for honesty about what's going on and what's putting out. Now, does Tucker Carlson have his own biases, his own outlooks and point of views? Of course. The videos are not actually on the Fox News website. They're not under regular news. They're filed under opinion. So that kind of gives you, the backing of even Fox News is not willing to place this in the regular standard news feed, right? They didn't even put it in the main page at all, right? I mean, it was like buried at the last, when I looked it up, it was like buried at the very last item in the bottom on the last column and the very bottom farther way down. Now, if you went to opinion, it wasn't the main story. It ended up being like the third or fourth story down on the page. So even seemingly Fox News is under pressure to put these videos and stuff somewhere where the public cannot see them. And, that's, Fox News, they have to protect their media access, right? They want to be able to still be, in the, White House press room and all of that. If they start doing things that the White House doesn't like, then, maybe they'd get kicked out. I mean, certainly Trump wanted, get people that were more friendly to him in, those press briefings, but, it's still, we still have this filter. No matter what happens, no matter what we see, it's still a filter. So you have to kind of look at and see and observe what is being presented and put your own opinion, your own views upon it. Now, when I saw everything coming out from this January 6th committee, I'm like, okay, well, this is obviously, much of this is not true. It's crazy. I mean, of course, the big first thing is this, shaman guy that they labeled, that he was horrible and did a bunch of stuff. And then we see video of him throughout the whole thing. And Tucker Carlson did show quite a bit of him walking through and being escorted and just standing around and walking through packs of White House officers there. I mean, if he were doing something wrong, I would think at this point, no one is around him. It's like, oh, you're the bad guy. Let's grab you. Let's, get you in some, zip tie handcuffs and take you away because they were escorting him through, right? And we saw that they escorted him through. They took him right in to the building and got him into the rooms that he wanted to get into. Well, that doesn't seem, violent or anything. Granted, there were some people that did some violence, and that's, that's the bad part. You're always going to have, some people in a group who are going to get a little riled up and go to the extreme, but for the most part, everybody that was there was just kind of walking through, going around. There, you part of a video, there was something that had fallen on the ground, whatever. Somebody comes, oh, this shouldn't be on the ground. We should have more respect for this. And he picks it up and he sets it back to where it is supposed to go. This is just somebody walking through the building in these videos. So to say that, everybody was being violent and hurting people, it isn't true. But there were a few people that did some things that they shouldn't have, and those people should be in jail. But apparently, none of those people are. So it kind of twists the whole, story around. So I mean, then there's the thing with this police officer, Brian Sicknick, who died unfortunately the day after that they tried to do this lie about that he got pepper sprayed and beat on the head and all this other stuff. And this is him walking around. He picked up a couple of people's protester signs and set them off to the side and said, "Hi, come on, it's okay, just relax, just come on through, there you go." Nobody being violent, nobody attacking anybody. I think once the main people had gotten in and the doors were open, I think it just was just a pour of people and just kind of let everybody go in and do what they were going to do. And in general, people were not violent or disrespectful, other than the fact that they were just basically trespassing. But I mean, you can get tours. You used to be able to get tours of the building, right? And be able to be walked through there. So they were just basically all getting tours by the officers that were there, pretty much. But what I want to show here is also all these people here. So these are the people that were on this committee. So let's go through the names. Benny Thompson, Democrat Representative Benny Thompson of Mississippi. Let's primary this guy. Let's get him out of there. If we're not going to impeach them, I think every single person on this January 6th committee, all of these people need to be impeached today. There is actually, I would think, even a possible case for treason against the people of the United States, that they lied under oath. They lied to you again and again about this whole situation, about everything about it. And they continue to spout lies. I mean, we just saw, Adam Schiff come and say, "Oh my gosh, how can Tucker Carlson do this? And put this video out. It's so horrible. It's so, against the American people." It's like, no, Schiff, you're the one against the American people. You're the one lying. You're the one spreading lies continually. Basically, all Tucker Carlson is doing is showing the raw footage and making some comments. Now, we can take his comments, we can take or leave his comments as for whatever they are. But if I'm going to be, viewing this footage with my own eyes and seeing what happens, I can make up my own opinions about it and see, oh, this shaman guy that they had said was the leader and, violent and everything else, 100% not true. The one officer that they said was, beaten over the head and killed there, 100% not true. And they pushed and pushed and pushed these lies upon you to, make you think that this was some crazy, dangerous thing. And they have not, they've not told the truth about it. I don't think any of them have told the truth about anything in this situation. I cannot trust them at all. So impeach means I have no trust in you. I have no confidence in any of them. So let's primary this guy. Let's get him out of there. I don't care what side of the aisle they're on. So then we've got Liz Cheney, who is a supposed Republican. Let's get her. If she's in office anywhere, I don't think she's holding any office right now, but she needs to go. Nobody needs to vote for her. Nobody needs to elect her. Nobody needs to do anything for her. He is one of the worst. This is the worst. This is, I think I heard somebody say that he actually, when you get near him, he actually feels like he has demons around him. So, this is going to be almost impossible to get him out, because he's from California, and California is, the pit of the pit. I know, I lived there. Then we have, Jamie Raskin, primary and impeach him. So that's all we're going to be able to do is Schiff. He's only going to be able to be impeached. And he was one that I do think needs to be put up on for treason against the American people, for sure. This Elaine Luria is a Democrat from Virginia Beach. Impeach. Primary and impeach him. I don't care if you put a different Democrat in there. This person needs to go. Absolutely needs to go. Pete Aguilar, Democrat from Southern California. Again, from California. I don't care if you put another Democrat in there, because that's only going to be the only way you're going to get somebody out in California is to put another Democrat in. But he needs to go. Let's get rid of him. He's no good. Zoe Lofgren, another Democrat from California. I mean, amazing how many of these people are from California. Right? That's 3 from California. Primary impeach. Also was an impeachment manager for the first impeachment trial against Trump, which was the Russia collusion garbage, which turned out to be 1,000% false. So again, a multiple liar, multiple event liar. Stephanie Murphy, Democrat from Florida. Well, your days are probably numbered, because Florida is going completely the other way. So I would primary this person, get rid of her. People in Florida take their politics seriously. They take their freedom seriously. So you, Miss Murphy, are an attack against our freedom, and you need to be impeached. You need to be removed from office. Adam Kinzinger, also a Republican, but needs to go. If you weren't able to stand up and say this is wrong, and go to the American people outside of this and say this is wrong, then you need to be, let's see here, he voted twice to impeach Trump. So he needs to go. Adam Kinzinger, he needs to be impeached and removed. So that's your group of people immediately that need to be removed from their positions, I would think. You as American people, you have the right to go in and vote for people who you want representing you. Every single one of these people is a bold-faced liar. They told you that this shaman was the instigator. They told you that that police officer, that Capitol officer, was killed by the people in there. And they knew differently. They saw all this video. They knew the video. They saw the truth. They understood the truth. And they told you to push their own agenda, to keep you, the public, in fear, and to push their agenda. Because if you keep voting for them and keeping them in office, then they get to keep voting for these bills that completely pay out to money to Ukraine, that keep the border open, that keep you masked and vaxxed and everything else and locked down. Because guaranteed, next time something like that happens, the states that these people are from, except for Florida, the states these people are from are going to be locked down, businesses destroyed even further, and people are going to be forced to do so many things they don't want to do. Florida will be open and free and happy and all that, because the state is quite a bit better than any of the other states in that regard. There are a few good ones, like Texas and things like that. But California, I think if somebody coughs, they're going to probably, anywhere on the street, they're probably just going to shut everything down again. But yeah, so we continue to be lied to. And the fact that they're doubling and tripling down, I mean, on both sides. That Schiff comes out and has this, press conference. Oh, this is so horrible. This is so horrible. I don't know how he gets that neck. I mean, how does his head stay on that neck? I don't know. That's one of the major, pencil neck labels that I don't think I'm ever going to stop hearing. So, but where are you on this? I mean, everyone I know that I've talked to about this understands that everything is a lie. And do you think all these people, I think all of these people should be impeached today. There should be a committee. Every one of them should be brought before a committee and impeached and removed from office today. I think none of their votes should count for anything. They're going to continue to lie and fulfill their own self-interest. And we need to take back our government. I think, is at this point. It's like we need to just clear it out and re-elect everybody. All right. Well, thanks for watching. This video release from Tucker Carlson is going to keep going on and on. And I think it's good for the American people to see it. And just hopefully that we can get it out there. I'll link to some of the Tucker Carlson videos in the bottom of this description here, because if you search for it on YouTube, all that you get are videos saying to the reaction about how bad Tucker Carlson is. They don't show you the actual video that Tucker Carlson. Now, if you go to Rumble, then everything works fine. It's all good. But on YouTube, no, the algorithm is 100% against you. So remember that at all times. Maybe VPN out of the country, and then the whole thing changes. Yeah. So, all right. Well, thanks for watching. Take care.